I reacted on the first half of Abyusif's new album, and I have to say it, and I said it in this reaction as well, it was awful. I said it like that, I said it very honest, and the interesting thing is, I actually didn't react on the first part of the album, I reacted on the second part. I basically started with the last track, and reacted in reverse. So now, I told the people, I apologized, I said, bro, I want you to enjoy my reactions, but I want to be honest on the other hand. So I said, okay, I don't think it makes sense to react on the second part. But you told me in the comments, and that was overwhelming. Everybody told me I should react on the second part of the album, especially because this track right here I didn't react on. Yes, it's Replica. This seems to be the one that the most people are looking forward to. Now, I want to say once again, I apologize already at this point if I will criticize the album, but as I said, I want to be honest about this. And yeah, maybe these songs are better. Like, it's because it's the first half of the album. Maybe these songs are better than the second half of the album. We will hopefully see. No intro this time. We go in, and once again, we still going in reverse. We started with La Togat Ishara, and yeah. Let's see, we have 5 tracks. This one then, Kolshi Baimut, Betati, Replica, and Hysteria. These are the songs we're going for today. Let's start with this one that we have right here.
ليه انت معيش لعبه الطفل في طفولتك
خلي الورد يدبل عادي لو عندك حلم انت عنان ما تسيبه يموت وما تقاومش وقع وما تحاولش توقف تاني ثق في الناس عشان تتخدع والكلام اللي بيتبلع مش سبيشال انت باي شكل ما كل حد بيتوجع.
You know what I noticed, and I think this is the same that goes for the EP before we had by Abyusif, plus the one, let me think, he released with Marwan Pablo together, I think. And he has a style these days where his voice sounds like he's been smoking too many cigars and drinking too much whiskey. This is the way his voice sounds. He is rapping like this, he sounds like that. And it has character because, like, yeah, it's not that easy to copy. But on top we have these strong autotune use, you know. And this is what I actually despise. I said this before, but I mean, I wanted to point this out first of all.
بكرة كلكوا قد بعض ببقى قريب منكوا لا ده صعب العزلة برضو مش سهلة كده كده أحس بضعف جنيه ورا جنيه في بكرة أنا سارح بكرة نفسي أكتر بكتير من امبارح لوحدي عشان متعلمتش أسامح لوحدي عشان كلامي بيبقى جارح روحي مجهدة دماغي دوشة ناس كتير زي منتظر هفضل زي ما أنا مفيش ريمونتادا كان في بستعزف مفيش أي أمر لا عمري ما.
So we have pretty eerie synthesizers in the beat. They making like a little like these gore horror sounds that are just the atmosphere. Plus we have trap drums and pretty much a focus on the hi-hats. And this is another aspect that I personally don't like because and this is two things. That's the one thing that I like melodic beats more. These beats are not melodic at all. The second thing is we have trap drums, and in most cases I'm not a super huge fan of trap drums, especially because of the overuse of hi-hat and the hi-hats being all over the place and taking very much space in the song. So this is another point I have right here.
كان في أيام
ايه ده وحشتك انت فين من زمان هنا استمارة بحث يعني تجيلك استمارات بحث جماعي بتاع فيها أسئلة.
بدأ لسه الأرض ما شقتش تحت رجلي لسه بتنفس وما حدش فاهمني حدش حاسسني وما حدش عارفني حدش لي فيا وما حدش انقذ لولاكي حاسس اني لوحدي ليه وانا معاكي حاسس اني عايز اكون حد تاني حاسس ما بقتش حاسس نهائي مش عايز من الأول خليه اتخيش يمكن ده المصير.
Alright, so the sound of this song is similar to the rest of the album that we reacted so far. So I want to say I respect that Abyusif is doing the music he wants to make. He's not doing this just for the clicks. He's not doing this for the clout. He's doing just the music he wants to make, and I have respect for this. But still, for me, it's not that joyful to listen to it, right? And what I wanted to say as well is, by the way, thank you very much for accepting my critique on the reaction of the first part. I was like very worried people would be mad at me, but basically everybody was okay with it. So yeah, I was very happy about this feedback and the resonance I received right there.
لا توجد إشارة على إن في طريق وأنا في رفيق في تمثيل صديق فخو في تسليف عمر بدون بريق شمس لا تضيء بمن تستغيث للأسف ما فيش اللي بيمثلهم أنا مش بصدق يمكن بتصرف ساعات زي اللعب يمكن عفرت أنا كتير على الفاضي يمكن الدنيا ما كانتش مستعد كل ده أنا مش لازم بجد مش فاهم.
This clapping sound in the background right there. These claps right there are pretty cool. We have in this song especially parts where the drums are not there, like they're drum pauses basically, which pretty much because there's no rhythm anymore in these phases is very much the feeling of being floating in nowhere, basically. That's a little bit the feeling I had in these parts. All right, that was the one. Now we go on, and by the way, I really don't know how you pronounce these titles. Kolshe Bimot, something like this. This is the next one we're going for right here. Let's check.
ظهرك علشان بضرب في الوش واللي وسخ انا بغسل واتشوفه بيكش.
I mean, this sound is pretty interesting because it's like you feel like there's machines in a room that have like errors or like some warning sounds, you know. It's making like this feeling of there's an emergency. This how it feels when I listen to that, you know. That is very interesting, and I really don't talk about the vocals that much right here. We have in this beat a very good bass drum that is making like a techno beat, but it rather sounds like a Jersey drill, you know. It's a little bit like the pace is in that way, like it's slower than usual techno. But you have this vibe of you cannot at that pace, and it feels like a marching rhythm. That is as well because of the pace. And on top of this, I like this beat. It's produced by Abyusif himself, so I feel like he very well caught the atmosphere right here with this beat, I have to say. Okay, okay. Hey, that is cool mixing as well. With this, that's almost what a DJ is doing, you know, taking the sounds of turning the tables. Is that how you call it? That's not how you call it. It's the turntables. But you know what I mean, right? To be at the switches. Cool stuff, cool stuff. I think this one is pretty cool right here. Alright. You know, I have in this like science fiction industrial vibes as well. You know, it feels like it's very robotic, or at least like machines are going on. Steampunk, stuff like this, you know. Alright. Very experimental, but one of the better tracks on the album, I feel, just because it was so special. Next one, we go with Betati. I think that's how you say the title. Let's check it.
وانا عارف اللي فيه لو كلكوا زعتوا او كلكوا بعتوا مش هيزيدني يمشي نفوسها وسخة اصل ده لو رزقك مش هينزل لي في جيب مرزق على الواسع ما بقتش متابع حتى خصمي فين مش فاكر بقى خصمي ليه وانا عارف اللي فيه لو كلكوا زعتوا او كلكوا بعتوا مش هيزيدني يمشي نفوسها وسخة اصل ده لو رزقك مش هينزل لي في جيب مرزق على الواسع ما بقتش متابع حتى خصمي فين مش فاكر بقى خصمي ليه الدنيا دي بتاعتي كلها بتاعتي فيش حد بعدي ينفع يدلني لما اخش توسعلي تحب تدلعني تحب تدفعني تقول احنا فرق بس مش هتخدعني ولا توجعني كرفة ترجعلي حسب ما فرق بس الدنيا دي بتاعتي كلها بتاعتي لفة زي ساعتي حوالين الراس تلف وتدور قابلت ياما ناس الزبالة ظروف عليها احنا بنقب ونكون مش راسمع عندي دماغي يلا عندي مش هتحلي حد كله يمد ويدوق مر معايا منه كتير وكفاية السم ويقوم كفاية منكم تركن وتدوخ سيركل بتضيق عليك تجري وتدوق تلف وتدور.
I have very mixed feelings about this. The first half I absolutely didn't like. It was like high tones, overuse of autotune. At the same time, the beat was pretty much not present, no drums playing, so just the focus on vocals that sound just not good. You had this weird I don't know how you call this voice that was like a robotic, childish double voice, you know. So this first part, I think it sounded really bad, and then suddenly there's a drop with the drums. Abyusif starts rapping, and the song turns into something that sounds really awesome. You know, he just rapping. The beat is going, you have a nice atmosphere, you have nice rhythm from the flow. So pretty much a very strong contrast between these two parts right here.
كنتش احلم اللي انا فيه دلوقتي كنت فيها بس ما كنتش قاريها تمشي في سكه معايا انا ما تعجبش ما بتردش بنزل واسيبك ناس كتير في الاول ما صدقتش في الاخر عم ردت لي دي الحقيقه ما جاتش في بالي عشان عايش في السيم اعتقد كده انسب كده جميله كان في صوره بس مش فاكر مين فيها بس الدنيا دي بتاعتي كلها بتاعتي فيش حد بعدي ينفع يدلني لما اخش توسعلي تحب تدلعني تحب تدفعني تقول احنا فاهم بس مش هتخدعني ولا توجعني كرفة ترجعلي حسب ما فاهم بس الدنيا دي بتاعتي كلها بتاعتي لفة زي ساعتي حوالين الراس يوسف حنجرتي بالريمة عايزة تخش فيها عايزة تكوني لينا أنا كلمة ما بقولها ما برجعش فيها مش هديله قيمة يركن لو كان صرمي
That's the cool song as well. Of course you have melody in these vocals and you have the tweak in the mix and everything, but you can still hear that Abyusif is really good at rapping. He's perfect with the rhythm. He has idea about the flow, where it wants to go and everything. So yeah, you have these glimpses that were missing in the other part of the album. You have it right here, way more dominant in these parts of the song, for example, you know.
على ما ارفعكم كلكم على ده منشي تاني على السنة ده عشان ده وانا لا كنت اصالحكم قلت الامل ده كنت اسامحكم بس انما لا بس الدنيا دي بتاعتي مرة وجميلة بس الدنيا دي بتاعتي كلها بتاعتي فيش حد بعدي ينفع يدينا اما اخش توسعني تحب تدلعني تحب تدفعني تقول احنا فرق بس مش هتخدعني ولا توجعني كرفة ترجعلي حسب ما فرق بس الدنيا دي بتاعتي كلها بتاعتي لفة زي ساعتي حوالين الراس بس الدنيا دي بتاعتي كلها بتاعتي فيش حد بعدي ينفع يدينا اما اخش توسعني تحب تدلعني تحب تدفعني تقول احنا فرق بس مش هتخدعني ولا توجعني كرفة ترجعلي حسب ما فرق بس الدنيا دي بتاعتي كلها بتاعتي لفة زي ساعتي حوالين الراس.
I think very much repetition right here. What regarding the lyrics, you know, I'm not 100% sure because I don't understand what he's saying, but it felt like the whole song was just a repetition of the same lyrics, at least like not the verse we had, but very often the same that we heard right here. Oh, guitar. Okay, the guitar sound, that's just you know, and that is where the producer shows its love. This one is produced by Lil Bubba. When there's just these small things, you just have an outro of 5 to 10 seconds and you decide, okay, I put there an electric guitar just because I want. Then I think yeah, there's someone who loves to do what he what he does, basically. People, we going for the song everyone was asking for. It's Replica. I have no clue why, but so many people told me this song is absolutely great. Hopefully I have not too high expectations at this point. Let's just check this out, man.
بتعلو فوضى ليها سقف راسكم تخبط كل موضة وليها بقف عرضتوا تخلص تفتح بايظ بقوكوا بقفل طلباتكم تكتر ما تروحوا المصرف حتى كمان ارقامكم تختص علي صوتي ولا مرتاحين في مساحة الهمس مساحة الهمس جبت سلم خطوتين دبحت الشمس كايرو برابطه صورني موبايل وخدته هقايده بلابته مسح مسكته سايلو كتبته طايلو كتبته.
I'm getting like crazy Vinny Pass vibes here. It's super evil. It's raspy. It's it has edges. Okay, this one sounds different from the whole album for sure.
اكسر نفسه لسانه يطلع اخسر درسه شخصنتكم خلت رجلي رف سقطكم ناقصه بيتكم انشر حاله ضقصفتكم وحشه درامز ركبتوا ايه نظام الرقصه بيتبول.
Did you notice the rhyme scheme in this? He did like a rhyme mid line and then had this rhyme scheme. He added rhymes on this at the end of the line, so basically he had a rhyme in the middle, at the end the same, but he added another rhyme on that. Okay.
تسأل يوسف على الوصف انا موظف هتنتقد سلوك انا متوصل هنخصم ليزر من بصة تتأثر بليزر يتأثر ريزر الشفرة من فضلك في ليلة من ليالي يا ناي الفرق بين السوشي وبينك انه غالي بعديكوا مش هتنزل الكريمة تنسوا الكاري طربقة كاتكوا خيبة يسيبكوا رابي البقر في الجنينة اللي قدامي بنزل حاجة غالية من بلغاريا.
This is a classic. This is the classic Abyusif. I swear. What a fire track, man. So super nice.
الواد زيع مش بايع رغم ان مزجته شارية زرارك بيشغل السين اهداف حلتكوا سامية زراري مختلف دلتكوا في ثانية تبقوا بامية جبت ميرتش لون بسعر بخس من رومانيا ما بسمعوش اكيد فلما جالي بعتوا قالية ما بسمعكوش اكيد ما تصدقوش مجاملاتي ما بسمعش غير شرولي وبسيوني وأسامة الهادي كذاب سبت الراب كتبت كتاب امزب جبت ماوس باد من راديو شيك باك ما بقتش انا لو اعمل اللي الناس عاوزاه مزجتي مش لشنوف بترنكات ومزات.
He is playing. He's playing with the rhymes and flow like a master. I have to bow down. Swear. I love it. Replica is fire. Replica is fire. I'm telling you right here.
سوقهم عالي وبيتقل هيركليز لا ما حبيتكش حبيت كارت الفيزا والبيزا لذيذه ومش دي الميزه ما بتفلسفش انا بالعافيه عارف افلاطون مين الواد ده عامل فيها ملبوس بقى بنطلون جينز ما بترجمش كود ليك ما بستعملش ايموجيز اكتر حاجه خايفه منها بعد كتابتي فلوهي موجات ماركوني على ووك من سوني وتوني مش قصدي توني قصدي تون صوتي والبيت وشه للحيط عشان سونوتي بومبوني على شكل ايس كريم الكونكوني تتاخروا سيحت دماغكوا شوف كام لتر كام اخره ليحت تركوا شويه ريبليكاز هقول رايي حتى لو كان هرش في مزيكتكوا بس انتوا رابرز فما تعتبرش مزيكتكوا وبخصوص اللي قال الخال والد هفهمك انا ما كانش قصدي السن مش دي الوحده الثابته هنا.
These plays of the mixing engineer with pauses and drops as well. This is really strong in this song. Mixed and mastered by Muhammad El Alfi and mastered by Madhavan Sami. So the mixing engineer is the one who's doing this. And I mean, what is possible? Abyusif produced this beat once again, so you can potentially make the structure within the beat, but that would mean that when you produce a song, you already know where you will place which lyrics, and I don't think that is the case. You usually do this afterwards when the mix is done.
انت اصغر فعلا ده مش معناه انك قليل بس فكرة ان انت جهل وفنيا لسه عيل لو كانت قلوبكوا صافية فالغيرة في وشوشكوا طاغية انا بضرب في انوفكوا قاضية فبتصبح اذنكوا صاغية ما بتربش منكوا قراري لو هتبربش عينكوا قراري برضو لو اقفلها خالص دبس جفنه فلوس تتسفلت بينكوا رابرز بتهلس فينكوا بيضحوا يبقوا كرنج يا اسطى كله لاجل الهيب هوب ناولني المشرط ناولني الطبق شارب دم خصامه لا يشعر بالظما سيم اكتف انا مالي حد بس عيب اكتب انا اجمد رابر نطق بالعربي فليه اكدب.
That was awesome. Okay, I get it. I get what you mean. I get it. It's the best track from the album, no cap. Like, of course. Holy, that is the stuff that I love about Abyusif. I think many love this about Abyusif. Man, I'm just saying, you know. We go for the last and actually first track of the album, what actually makes no sense, and then it makes sense at the same time. So, Hysteria is the song called. Let's check this out. It's basically the intro. Maybe that is even an intro, because it's really short. It's not even 2 minutes. Okay. Bro, is this an elephant sound? We had this in Replica as well. What animal is that? Bro, what is this bass? That is a subwoofer from hell. Bro.
كاتم الانفاس ما تحلوش في المونتاج حابس دمك الفسكان تراكاتكو بحبها بنت ناس حاجب على العين ما يعلاش سامع انك في اكتئاب مين اللي قال شايف اني رايق فل الفل الواد زارت شباب ودبلت في انه عادي يسيد الكل دي شغلتي انتو ضحك شغل سكتش سنتين بعد حرف الاتش بتقع ولسه ما زقتش اوبا.
Okay. Okay. Wait a second. The beat, again by Abyusif. Bro, Abyusif is a really good producer. I really have to say it at this point. That build up, that drop, the bass is crazy. The drums in this song are particularly good in comparison to the other songs of the album. The atmosphere is super nice. You have like this dark, shady feeling of being in the abyss of the ocean, or in a, I don't know, in a castle at midnight, something like this. Very well, very well. I love the production of this.
رغم اني وردتكم التشريف، عمري ما كنت شاب نظيف، مش لاقي لك في التاريخ. هويته بدري وكله طلع فس، استنيتوا منا ترد، زودت لكم من الستريس. انت في قيمة الدبانة، سوق العبط على ولادك، كسر عليا اشيل بقبانك كده. تسمع اسمي التوتي لا ارادي، ضربة واحدة تخلي كل اللي انت عملته على الفاضي. دي شغلتي.
I somehow realized there was the end of the album, actually, for me at least, in this reaction. Okay, yeah, pretty interesting. It would have been interesting to react in the right order, to be honest, because if this would be the first track, Replica the second, bro, it would have been such a downgrade from going from these first tracks to the sound of the second half of the album. I just imagine I would have done this in the other way around, started with these tracks. I would have been so disappointed of the second half. Bro, I think it was good the way it was done right here. You know? The songs that I didn't like first, and then get the feast afterwards. Basically, you know what I mean? Okay, man, there was some nice stuff. If you want to support me, please sub to the channel, hit the bell. Right, you can find the other reaction from me on the album. Right, you can find music from myself. If you check it out, thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. Follow me on my socials. I'm my people. I'm out.